Hi, it's Lianne Weaver from Beam Development and Training, and welcome to our November Learn with Lianne. This month is all about one of my favourite topics, resilience, and something that we all probably need a little bit of right now. Now, resilience is something that you would describe as an inner strength, an inner resource, bounce back ability. For me, the best way of describing resilience is the way Rick Hanson describes it. Resilience is the ability to be resourceful. There are loads of resources we tap into when life gets challenging. We may look at ways in which we can boost our courage, ways in which we can be more determined, more motivated, maybe even tap into financial resources, maybe even learn. There are 3 resources that we seem to always tap into, and I call these the 3C's of resilience. The first one is connection. We are social beings, and when times are tough, more than ever, we need to reach out to our fellow human beings. Who can you reach out to? Think about it now. Whenever you've gone through any challenge, who have you connected to? Family and friends, colleagues, mentors, even professional help, maybe even groups on the internet. Build your resources of connections and you'll feel more supported. The second C is compassion. We know when someone else is struggling that it's much more helpful for us to be patient, kind, tolerant. And yet when we're struggling, we often beat ourselves up. We often tell ourselves we should be over it by now. We should be able to cope better. We should be stronger. None of this thinking is helpful. So how can you start to bring more compassion to yourself? How can you speak to yourself kinder? How can you care for yourself a little bit better? Remember, we need to care for every aspect of ourselves, our physical health, our emotional health, and our spiritual health. Consider how you can care for yourself and show more compassion to yourself today. And finally, calm. Whenever any challenge is presented to us, initially we'll feel stressed and we'll go into the limbic region of the brain, the fight or flight response. Whilst that's really helpful for physical survival, it's not so great for emotional survival. So as much as you can, learn how to calm yourself down. If ever you're feeling physical stress, I guarantee you'll be carrying it in your body. One of the easiest ways I know of calming myself down is by changing my breathing. When we're stressed, our breathing becomes shallow, fast, and really doesn't help us. When we relax and we start to breathe deeply, and we start to breathe through the nose, and we regulate our breathing, we start to send a signal to our brain that we're calm, and we can suddenly think rationally about a problem. The optimal breathing is around 6 breaths a minute. So around 5 breaths, the count for 5 breathing in, the count for 5 breathing out. Studies show that whenever we breathe more than 10 breaths in a minute, we're triggering our brain to believe that there's a threat. So make sure that you slow your breathing down, and then you'll be able to think calmly. Think about ways in which you can start to build the 3C's. How can you create better connections? How can you be more compassionate to yourself? And what calms you? How can you learn tools to calm yourself down? And of course, if you need any help with any of those, you can absolutely reach out to Beam. We can send you details of our courses. We can send you details of further resources, or you can have a chat with us. Good luck with this Learn with Lianne session.